I am all the way across my own country and I got mail. I came out here and I went to the little spot today and I picked up packages that I had waiting for me on the opposite side of Canada from where my whole van life journey started. So let's talk to you guys today about how to get packages when you're traveling and on the road. But before we do that, let's talk about the basics. Let's go back and talk about how do you get a van life address? How do you do it for insurance and government and medical and taxes and all this stuff? You need a permanent address. And that's where I think people get confused. You need a permanent address. That doesn't mean you have to pay rent. That doesn't mean you have to have a home or buy a house or rent an apartment or anything. They just want to know, do you have a permanent address that we can ship stuff to? I have a permanent address. It just happens to be my mail service company in Vancouver. And thousands of van dwellers out there do the same kind of thing, whether they're using UPS boxes or a mail service company like mine. The reason why I chose to use a mail service company is because they're local, they're Vancouver, and it's a family-based company, and they have two stores in town. So I don't know, the whole supporting local just feels better for me. And I find that dealing local and small like that allows me to be a little bit more connected to my mail that's there. Like, that's a lot more easier to deal with. Like when I phone the guy's like, hey Chrome, what's up? You know, it just feels good. It's not like I'm dealing with random staff all the time. It's a family, father, son kind of business. So anyway, so let's talk about the address. I got the mailbox service and I started to change my address on everything and no problems. Everybody took my address except for one thing, and that was my driver's license. The lady was typing it all in. She's like, this is weird. The address doesn't show that this is an apartment. She's like, 313. She's like, do I have this right? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, it's not coming up. I'm like, I live above a print shop. I don't. I'm like, I live above a print shop. So my mail actually comes to the print shop downstairs, which is the rest of the address. So drop my apartment number off of it and just send it to the 1771 Robson Street. She's like, doop. All right, that worked. And that was it. So she doesn't care. She's not checking to make sure it's your home address. She just wants to make sure it's a place that they can actually mail stuff to. They don't care. And if you do run into any hiccups or problems, well, then I guess that's stuff you're gonna have to deal with along the way. Welcome to van life. Van life, it's all just an experiment. So figure it out, work it out like I did. Like, I could have been like, well, I don't know. And just been like, well, I don't know, that's my address. I live there. But no, instead I'm just saying, well, just drop the 313, knowing that if something shows up at my mail service company with my name on it, they're gonna be like, this is Chrome's. Just goes throw that in Chrome's box. No big deal. So permanent addresses are just that. Find a place for people to ship mail to. It doesn't need to be friends or family. You can use UPS. Thousands of van dwellers do it on the daily. All right, any more questions about address stuff and problem stuff with that, leave it down below. And if you are living in your van now and you are using a different mail service company other than a UPS store, please help the people in the comments down below, because I can only speak from my own experience, and I know a lot of you are just bundles of knowledge. So help everybody out in the family here, because that's what we do on Van City Van Life. We help each other out. So if you have suggestions for everybody, leave them in the comments. And if you have questions about mail that I didn't cover, leave them in the comments down below, and maybe one of the people on here can help you out. But it's literally that simple. How I found my mail service company is when I first got into the van, I'm like, mail service Vancouver, nothing. And then I'm like, okay, permanent mail address Vancouver. That's how I found it. It ended up being a company, and on their website was like, hi, do you have a business? Do you travel? Do you need a permanent mailing address in Vancouver? We can help. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. So I pay $210 a month Canadian for my box. It's gone up in the last few years. It used to be $195, but now it's $210. But still, super cheap, super easy. So the other question is, Chrome, what happens when you're on the opposite side of Canada and mail comes into Vancouver? What do you do? Well, I have it worked out with them that once the mail gets out of hand, they'll give me a phone call or fire me off an email saying, Chrome, there's a few too many packages here. We got to get them out of our shop. So what they will do at that point, they will package them all up into a box as tight as they can. and then they're gonna ship that box to me to a FedEx location. So because they're a technical FedEx authorized dealer, what they will do is they'll say, hey Chrome, where you at? I'm like, look man, I'm in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And they'll be like, no problem Chrome, your package is gonna be sent here, it'll be here on this date. So they'll just send it from this FedEx store to that FedEx store. And the same thing's gonna happen if you are at a UPS store and things get out of hand in your mailbox, you're traveling, you can always give them that phone call and say, hey guys, can you take my mail and mail it to me? I'm here and wherever. And the cool thing about using a major chain place like UPS, they're everywhere. But it's that simple. I've even had people tell me with UPS that they could phone UPS and say, hey, can you do me a favor? And I think there might be a small fee in this, but they can go into your mailbox, check a piece of mail for you if you're waiting for something, confirm that that piece of mail is there. Then you can either go down and get it, or you can have them ship it to you if you're waiting for something specific, which is pretty cool. My mail service company is the same way. I was waiting for a check once a long time ago, and so I just called the mail service place. I'm like, hey, does there happen to be a check in there from this, an envelope from this person? They're like, do. Yep, Chrome, no problem, it's here. I'm like, awesome, thanks guys. And they're like, no problem at all. And even if they were to charge me a couple of dollars for that, I wouldn't have cared, but they never did. You know, they're really, really good people down there. But there is lots of companies like that out there. All right, packages. Packages. These are from Amazon. So Amazon is so easy to order from because you go onto Amazon and you buy what you want, and then when it comes to shipping, you select Amazon pickup location, you select the location that you want it to ship to, and it just shows up there. And you get an email saying, hey, your packages have arrived in Halifax, Nova Scotia, or wherever you are in Australia or something. And you go down and you pick up your packages. Simple and that easy. So I bought some stuff from Amazon all the way across the country in a place where I have no address. So, and there is Amazon pickup locations everywhere. And I'm not talking about like the Amazon cabinets where you go down, you punch your code in, you grab it out of the cabinet. Not that. Out here, this actually ended up going to a Canada Post Office location. So I went into the Canada Post Office and I said, hi, my name is Chrome Valdez. Do I have a package? She's like, I need to see your ID. She scanned the little barcode on my email. She's like, yep, no problem. Here you go, sir. Pretty cool. I don't live on the other side of Canada. I live on the other side of Canada. Well, technically, I'm living on this side of Canada now because technically I live in my van. Oh, this is getting so confusing, Chrome. Shut up. You're talking too fast. But you kind of get the point. So if you have any questions about stuff, guys, please hit them up down below. And I know I'm not the greatest for being in my comments, but I know I have a lot of experienced van dwellers on my channel that can help you out. All right, did I cover everything? Mailbox, address, shipping. Oh, other shipping. So if you have other packages that you would like shipped to other locations, just say you're ordering something that's not from Amazon, you can have stuff shipped to like UPS locations. You could use their address, or FedEx locations. You just give the location a phone call, say, hi, I need something shipped to the town that you're in. Can I have it shipped to you? They're like, yeah, no problem. So, or there is mail companies like that. Like I know the one I have in Vancouver, you can ship stuff to that location without having a mailbox. So I'm sure there's lots of towns that have those services. So if you happen to need to buy buy a cooler from Yeti because Amazon doesn't have it, you can ship it to a pickup location in the town that you're in. There's going to be a company that will be willing to take your money to receive your package. No problem. All right, now that we're here, let's take a look at what I bought. Why not while we're here, right? So I'm trying to make as many of these little videos as I can. I would like to do like a simple talking video like this, no music, no nothing, once a week, no, something like that. I just want to ease up on some of my video editing, giving me more time to travel and explore. Okay. Whoa, I was gonna rip it open. It's already open on the other side. Check out that bundle of wires. So I picked up a switch panel, already pre-wired, ready to go. All I gotta do is run the positives, run the grounds, but they're all wired and connected with fuses and everything intact. It's got a voltmeter, so it'll let me know what my deep cycle battery is at all times. And I'm going to be sticking this in the front of this panel. Bam, right there. So not that way, it'll be this way. So it looks pretty. Where are we going here? right in there. It's actually pretty good. I bought it from Amazon. If I remember, I'll throw this in my links. That was kind of cool. So in here, it's got USB and excuse me. I would normally edit that out, but not in these videos. These are no edit videos. Pretty cool though. I'm excited. The reason why I got this is because I'm putting another major panel over here for switching. The panel I had up there that I was using, long story short, that's for an electrical video. But I'm putting this one over there so I can remove my ghetto switches that I used to have, because I used to have just switches that had like the cigarette plugs in the back with a switch on the front. It worked, but now that the van build is looking pretty, I would like to polish it up and make it a little bit more professional. In here is the important one. I got a low pressure steel braided propane hose and some Teflon tape. But I got the steel braided because I don't have a heater right now, because when I was pulling this hose out, when I moved the propane tank, I yanked on it and I scratched the hose on something metal. So instead of me using a hose with a scratch on it, I was trying to be safe. I tossed the hose, but it got chilly, and then I needed one of these. And of course I couldn't find the right one in town anywhere. No barbecue place, no home hardware store, nothing had it, nothing. So I had to order one from Amazon and have it shipped all the way out to one of these little pickup locations, but it was pretty cool and it worked. All right, and oh yeah, and I also got myself a fuse block. So when I put all that stuff in there on the new switch panel, it'll all go power into the fuse block. It's got the positive and negative on this fuse block, so I can put the positive in here and then jump the positive to all the lights, making it super easy. But yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching this quick little talk video. Hopefully this helped you out with some of your address problems and questions. But like I said, comments down below are probably a great place for you to learn some things from other van lifers. Thanks for watching, you guys, today. And I know, pop you guys out of here. You might want to see Cruz before we leave. He is one super tired boy today. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. See you later. That's it. Hit some of those buttons because there's fun stuff behind them. Oh, bye. See ya.